but the time she'd counted on settling Carlie in wasn't going to be given to her. Her heart, which had been pounding, was suddenly skipping beats, a lot of beats, and she was losing her breath. Oh God, I needed more time. I needed more time. Avery Ames, the dispatcher, jumped up the moment they came inside and ran to them, then didn't know who to help first. "Ma'am?" he asked. Shirley pointed at the open door and Carlie, who was trying to drag a suitcase over the threshold. "Help," she whispered. "Yes, ma'am," Avery said and ran to the door. "I'll get that for you, honey," he said. "We have two," Carlie said. "I'll get them," Avery said. Carlie went back to her mother, pushed her blanket and toy aside, then sat down beside her and reached for her hand. Her shorts and t-shirt were rumpled from traveling, and the backs of her bare legs were sticking on the wooden chairs. But her only concern was Mama. Avery pulled the bags over to where they were sitting, and then paused in front of the woman. "Ma'am, how can I help you?" he asked. "Chief," she mumbled, and then leaned back and closed her eyes. "Yes, ma'am," Avery said, and bolted down the hall and into Lon Pittman's office without bothering to knock. "Chief, come quick. There's a woman with a little girl in the lobby. The woman looks bad sick, and she asked for you." Lon was on his feet and running, with Avery right behind him. One look at the pair sitting in the lobby, and Lon knew something dire was happening. The little girl looked terrified, and the woman wasn't breathing right. "Avery, get an ambulance here stat." "Yes, sir," Avery said and ran back to his desk. "Ma'am, I'm Lon Pittman, the chief of police. How can I help you? Are you sick?" Shirley moaned. "Carlie, sorry, baby. Sorry." "Mama's dying," Carlie said. Lon reeled as if he'd been sucker punched, staring at the little girl and the tears shimmering in her eyes. What's your mother's name?" he asked. "Shirley DeRoy." Lon was checking the woman's pulse as he spoke, and it was blatantly obvious the kid knew what she was talking about. The woman's heart was barely beating. "What's wrong with her?" Lon asked. "Her heart is sick. I take care of her." "Oh, Jesus. How old are you, Carlie?" 7, almost 8, she said and started shaking. "Mama can't live no more. I have to live for both of us. I have to be good and do right." Then she turned and hid her face against her mother's shoulder. The last time Lon had felt this helpless was the day he thought his wife Mercy had drowned. Only she hadn't been his wife then, just the love of his life. He could only imagine what this little girl was feeling. "Do you have family here? Is this why you came to Blessings?" Carlie shook her head, then sat up and wiped her eyes. "Mama has a letter in her purse. It tells you what to do." Lon was reaching for Shirley's purse when they began hearing sirens. Carlie wrapped her arms around her mother's neck. "I love you, Mama. I will be good." Shirley opened her eyes, thrust her hand in her daughter's hair, and held her close. "The best of me," she whispered, then looked at Lon and whispered, "Call Ruby die," and exhaled. Her eyes closed. She never took another breath. Avery was crying and made no attempt to hide it. Carlie was still clutching her mother's arm. "Come back, Mama. Come back. I need to talk to you," she sobbed. Lon was choking back tears as he felt for a pulse, but there was none. And then the ambulance was outside. He stood, grabbed the blanket and stuffed toy in Shirley's purse, then lifted Carlie out of the chair next to her mother's body. "She's gone," Lon said. "Avery, you fill them in on what happened. Give them her name. I'll get the rest of her info to them later. Right now, I'm taking Carlie back to my office." "Yes, sir," Avery said, then wiped his eyes and blew his nose as the chief left the lobby with Carlie DeRoy in his arms. Lon got back to his office, sat down on the old couch with her still in his arms, and just held her. She was sobbing. "I'm so sorry, Carlie. I'm so sorry. You said there was a letter in your mama's purse. Do you want to get it for me?" He handed her the purse, then watched.